face of the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Welcome in to Get to Know the Gatemen on the Gatemen Baseball Network, your studio show for all things Gatemen baseball. I'm your host, Amanda Foster, and in today's inaugural show, we get to recap the first few games the Gatemen have played in the 2023 Cape Cod Baseball League season. As of June 15th, the Gatemen are currently 3-2 on the season, most recently winning back-to-back games at Spillane Field. So to start off today's show, let's run through those last 5 games. Opening night saw the Gatemen at Gov Fuller Field, where they beat the Falmouth Commodores 11-10, with the highlight of the game coming from David Glancy, who hit the first Gatemen home run of the season. The following night, the Gatemen dropped their home opener to the Hyannis Harbor Hawks 11-5 in a game where the bats struggled to stay alive and pitching wasn't at its best. They were unable to bounce back on the road against Cotuit in a nail-biter of a game, giving up a run in the bottom of the 8th and losing 2-3. But manager Ryan Smythe said pregame that he wanted to limit big innings, and the Gatemen did just that. So by the time they returned to Spillane Field, spirits were high, and the Gatemen were ready to get back in the win column. And thanks to a solo home run from Kevin Michaels and a grand slam from CJ Funk, Wareham dominated the Harwich Mariners 12-1. That momentum carried over into Wednesday, where the Gatemen squeezed out a 5-2 win over the Orleans Firebirds in a 5-inning game that was called due to storms. David Glancy hit his second home run of the season, and the Gatemen were able to head into the off day with a winning record. Now, the day before the season started, we took a trip down to Fenway Park for Fenway Day, where CCBL players got to practice in front of MLB scouts. I had a chance to talk with infielder Will Cook about that experience and what it meant being here on the Cape. Check it out. Amanda Foster here with Will Cook. Will, what's it like being here at Fenway today?
It's awesome. I mean, it's amazing. You watch it on TV and think about it as a kid, but being here, it's awesome. Take batting practice and stuff.
Your dad was drafted by the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Is there anything that makes it special here for you?
So, yeah, he's never been here, but he's always wanted to be here. So me being here is almost like following in his footsteps a little bit. It's really surreal.
Is he here today, or is he able to see you this season?
He's going to come mid-July, but he's looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm going to send him some pictures. He's going to love it.
Definitely. Any goals for this season?
Just to get back to my roots a little bit, have fun, win a lot of games. I just want to win, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And you've got a teammate here in Koger. You both play for Louisville. Is that special for you in any way?
Yeah, it is. We're roommates. He's one of my great friends. I love him. And it's really awesome to be able to spend the summer with him.
And then 2 fun questions for you. One, do you have a favorite Major League Baseball team?
I don't have a favorite team, but I have a favorite team to watch. I love watching the Phillies. I love Harper's swing. So he's probably my favorite player.
You model your swing after him at all?
Yeah, I wish I could. He's got it down.
And then one fun fact that you want fans to know about you.
My last name's Cook, but I don't really know how to cook.
No? Okay. Good to know, I guess. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
In this part of the show, we're going to highlight a few players who have really stood out in recent games. And of course, we have to start with David Glancy. He's been roaming the outfield, cutting down runners and catching fly balls, but he's also been a spark at the plate. With 2 home runs, 5 hits, and 5 RBIs, he consistently makes contact and always brings the energy. Next up, we've got Cade Sullivan. Sullivan may be a little soft-spoken, but he's made a big impact on the field. The first baseman already has some highlight reel snags and pickoffs and has a .250 batting average with 4 RBIs and 4 hits, including a team-high 2 doubles. Finally, there's Bobby Bozer. The utility man who can play just about every position except for pitcher and catcher went 0 for 9 in Wareham's first 3 games, but has come into his own in the last 2. He leads the team with 4 walks and has 2 hits and 2 RBIs. He's played in center field, right field, and at second base, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see him move around even more during his time with the Gatemen. The thing with the Cape League, though, is the rosters are almost ever changing, at least until you get to July. The Gatemen are no exception, so let's run through some of the most recent roster changes. The following players got released after Wareham's game on June 14th. Jimmy Brennan, Dylan Goldstein, Kevin Michaels, CJ Funk, Drake DiGiorno, and Sam Malik. The following players were then activated and will be active for Wareham's game on June 16th. Dorian Gonzalez, Nick McLean, Josh Stevenson, Casey Talent, Tyler Dean, Zach Stewart, JC Colon, and Ryan Campos. Most of these guys are all position players, so expect a good amount of switching out in the field in the next few games. 2 names you might recognize on those lists are Ryan Campos and Nick McLean. Campos played for the Gatemen last year, and McLean's older brother Matt, who also played for the Gatemen, recently made his MLB debut and is having an incredible month with the Cincinnati Reds. We'll get to see the two of them along with the rest of the Gatemen on Friday, June 16th, when the team heads to Chatham to take on the Anglers. That just about wraps up today's show. For the entire crew behind me, I'm Amanda Foster. Thanks for tuning in.